Yes, sir.
Thank you, my lord. Thank you, Mr. Mnube. Let us proceed. With the endeavor to try and establish whether what was put forward by Brigadier Kininda on his description of the first suspect who had a firearm accords with the description that was given by the people who were in the house.
Masiqhubekele phambili kakhulukazi ke ngokubheka ke lokho kwasho uKininda malana ke nomsola ke owangena lapha endlini ke phethe isibamu.
Ms. Zandile Lorraine Kumalo, who also was one of the witnesses who was in the house, also immediately the following day, which was the 27th of October 2014, at 14 hours, which is hardly 24 hours after the incident happened, also gave a description to the police in an affidavit of the people who got into the house.
Ufakazi ke oqala ke wathula ufakazi ke oZandile Lorraine Khumalo naye ke mhla ka 27 October ngo2014 ke esikhathi ku 1400 hours ke lapho ke ku 24 hours emva ukuthi ke sihlangene senzekile naye wanika incazelo yabantu umuntu wangena lapha endlini.
We will go into a document that I marked as Exhibit P1. I think that accords with the record that is before court.
So phinde sibheke ke laba ufakazi lobu ku Exhibit P1.
That is the statement that he gave.
The statement lesi ke asinikezela.
Do you follow Mr. Mnube?
Usalandela mntana Ncube?
Yebo, ngisalandela.
Yes.
By the way, do you still remember who Zandile Lorraine Khumalo was? Zandile Lorraine Khumalo was?
Usakhumbula ukuthi ke manje uZandile Lorraine Khumalo lokho nje kubani?
Yebo.
Yes.
Who is she?
Ubani?
Ufakazi lo wayesendlini owafika kuqala la ecourt.
Is the witness that was in the house, my lord, and she was the first witness that was called before court.
Thank you. Your voice again, I seem not to hear precisely what you're saying. If you can try to raise it.
Umzali minisa uthi ke akabuza uthi la babuza umuntu ukhumele phezulu azokwazi ukubuza nawo amakhuluma.
Do you understand?
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, I will not go through his statements. Through the entire statement that he gave, it is before court, it forms part of the court record, but I will only go to the description that she gave immediately the following day at 4 o'clock on the 27th of October 2014 at 2 o'clock when he described the people who got into the house.
Anyangeze ngifunde konke noma ke ngiyeko konke akubhalile lapha estatementini sakhe yena uZandile kodwa ke ngizoya lapho ke enikeza incazelo yalabantu abangena endlini ke usuku olandelayo ngo2 o'clock ngalenkathi enikezela ngestatement sakhe.
On paragraph 9 of Exhibit P1, this is what she says amongst others.
Ku statement sakhe ke masibheka ke paragraph ke number 9 ku Exhibit P1 uthi lokho kulandelayo.
We all sat down and started talking, making jokes.
Uthi ke siye sahlala sonke phansi saqala sakhuluma futhi ke senza nje amahlaya.
Or started chatting, making jokes. Yes.
Sisixoxela nje sasisenza amahlaya.
At that moment, it was around 20 hours at night.
Ngaleso sikhathi ke beku 20 hours ebusuku.
When suddenly 2 unknown African males walked inside the house from the kitchen door.
Lapho ke kwaseqhamuka nje amadoda amabili amnyama ke engena ke ngomnyango wase kitchen.
Then in paragraph 10 she says, One was in front having a gun on his hand.
uthi omunye ke ube ngaphambili ephethe futhi isibhamu esandleni sakhe.
He was, I'll have to consult my colleagues again. I can assure you this is not olderdom or age. It's just the nature of the handwriting. Do you understand? With the assistance of my colleague, this reads, one was in front having a gun on his hand. He was average height with dreadlocks.
Omunye ke ubephethe oqala ke ubephethe ke isibhamu esandleni futhi ke ubelingene nje phela futhi nama dreadlocks
Dark in complexion,
emnyama
thin in body,
enomzimba futhi omncane
wearing a brown jacket or beige in color.
egqoke ke ijacket ke ebrown noma ke ngathi uba beige umbala wayo.
And he was wearing a small tops on his head.
Ubegqoke ke idobs encane ke ekhanda lakhe
He had big eyes.
enamehlo amakhulu nje.
But I can be able to identify him if I see him again.
Kodwa lo muntu lo ke uma ngenzeka ngiphinde futhi ngimbone ngakhona ukusho noma ngimkhomba ukuthi ke uyena lo muntu ke owangenelela.
Paragraph 11. The second suspect was behind the first one.
Owesibili ke ubesemuva kulo oqala ke umsolo.
He closed the door.
Wase ke evala umnyango.
He was a little bit taller
Ubengaba mude nje.
than the other one.
Ube mude kulo munye.
He was a little bit light in complexion,
Ubekhanya nje kancane.
and I can also be able to identify him if I see him again.
Naye futhi ke ngakhona ukumkhomba ke uma ke ngambona futhi.
Thank you. Now, that is the description which Ms. Kumalo, Zandi Kumalo gave of the first suspect as a person that was in the house.
Iyona ke incazelo leke uZandile Lauren Khumalo ayinikeza ngalenkathi echaza ke umsola ke lo owangena endlini ngalolu suku.
Did you hear that description?
Uzwile ke ngalenkathi echaza la inkantolo?
Yebo ngizwe.
Yes I did.
Do you have any comment?
Khona mhlawumbe ufuna ukusho kuloko akusho.
Ukuba kuthiwa kuyimi lo wayengeke akhulume ngomuntu omnyama.
If indeed she was describing me, my lord, she would not have mentioned somebody of dark complexion.
Ngoba nje ngimhlophe isidalo nje.
Because I'm light in complexion naturally.
Yes.
So manje mina ngimhlophe ndawo yabasho ngakhona abathi ungena umuntu omnyama nomhlophe endlini. Mina ngiyime ngimhlophe njengamanje la.
As they are explaining that two people entered the house, a black person and a light person, but I'm the one who is light in complexion.
So, in terms of this description that was given by one of the prime witnesses who was in the house of the suspect who had a firearm in his possession, vis-a-vis how you know yourself, what would you say?
Manje kule ncazelo ke la inikezile ke ufakazi beuzandile ke echaza ukuthi lo muntu owangena endlini ephethe isibhamu ube njani ke futhi ukuhlanganisa noma uxhumanisa nawe ke njengoba ngendlela ungakhona ungathini kulokho.
Ayihlangane nami le.
This thing does not involve or match me, my lord.
ihlangane ngoba kuhluke kakhulu.
The difference is massive.
Azange nje ngaba dark mina.
I've never been a person of a dark complexion.
Thank you, Mr. Mncube. What about the fact that, because this is one aspect that Brigadier Gininda hammered on several occasions, the aspect of the color of the jacket that was worn by the suspect who is described in here, the one who had a firearm, who had a hat.
Manje ke lena ke iyona ke into ke uBrigadier Gininda ke ubeshaya kakhulu inkathi eziningi kuyona ikakhulukazi ke umbala lo wejacket lo bogqoke ke lo umsola lo begqoke ijacket ke lalombala lo awushilo ngalolo suku.
Now, this is what Brigadier Gininda said as he was taken through the photo album of the photos that were downloaded by the state from your phone. He said on numerous occasions that that jacket that you are seen wearing, and I will come and deal with that photo album, that jacket that you are seen, or that item that resembles a jacket that you are seen wearing in your photos on the 26th of October 2015, as per the state's download of your photos, talks to this brown jacket or beach jacket that is being described by the witnesses here who were in the house, and hence he says that could only have been you.
Manje ke ngalenkathi uBrigadier Gininda ethula ufakazi bakhe ke ekhuluma ke nge-photo album, i-album le esithombe le yavezwa la enkantolo ke le ekhombisayo ukuthi ke esithombeni esinye sakhe lesa-downloada from efonini yakho sikhombisa ke lokho okugqokile ke ungathi ijacket ke enombala lo ongathi ubrown or beige. Yiyo into yamenza ukuthi asho yena ukuthi ke lowo muntu lowo ke owangena noma wangena ngasuku lolo wena.
Do you have any comment on this piece of evidence that was given by Brigadier Gininda?
Khona mhlawumbe ufuna ukusho kuloko uBrigadier Gininda kushilo.
Hayi uye nje ungifakayo ngoba mina ijacket engigqokile ikhakhi ngigqoka izinto ezikhakhi ngalela langa. So umuntu ongibonayo wayizothi umuntu ongenile wayigqoke impahla ekhakhi wayengeke a specific kwijacket ukuthi ijacket ikhakhi.
Okay. Brigadier Gininda is the one that just involves me in this whole thing, my lord, because I was wearing, everything that I was wearing was khaki in color. If indeed the person was describing me, he or she would have said the person that entered was wearing all khaki colored clothes. Utheni futhi?
Kuthe wayengeke athena umuntu ogqoke into ekhakhi.
The person would not have just mentioned that I was wearing a khaki jacket.
Angiphathi ngoba bona bakhuluma ngamanye ama-jacket angekho khaki.
I'm not even talking about the other jackets that they mentioned which were not khaki in color.
Mr. Mncube, look, this is about you. The allegations are that it was you among the descriptions because of the clothes that you were wearing. When you, and I want you to be very sincere with the court, when you went to buy those clothes that you were wearing on that day, on the day when I say on that day, I mean the day on which you are appearing in your photo downloads on 26 October 2014. I'm talking about that incident where you confirm that that was you, and we'll come and deal later on with that. When you went to buy those pieces of clothes, were they the only clothes that were hanging there at the clothes store? They were just the exclusive clothes that were meant for you?
Mnumzane ke ngifuna ukuthi ke ube neqiniso ke enkantolo namhlanje ke ngalenkathi ke uyothenga le impahla lezi vozigqokile lezi ezibonakala lapha kulesi sithombe lesadownloadwa efonini yakho ke ngazo 26 October 2014. Ngalenkathi uyothenga le impahla lezo wazithenga lezo ezigqokile isithombe se bekuyizona kuphela impahla lezi besikhona lapha esitolo lezi bezihengiwe lapha esitolo. Ngalenkathi uyothenga
Let me make this edition again of a similar nature, clothes of a similar nature.
Impahla ke bekuyizo kuphela impahla ezifana nalezi bozigqokile esithombeni lezi besikhona lapha esitolo ngalolu suku.
Azaziningi kakhulu.
There were lots of clothing.
So what do you say about it?
Manje uthini ngalokho ke uBrigadier Gilinda kushona?
Ukindawo engifakayo mina kulento.
Brigadier Gilinda just involves me in this whole thing, my lord.
Ngoba abaningi abantu abagqoka impahla ekhaki.
Because we have a lot of people that wears khaki clothes.
Nakusimi ngedwa ngangithenga lezi impahla.
And I was not the only one who bought those particular clothes.
That's why isitolo sasikhona ngoba bakhona ukuthi benze inzuzo ngeimpahla.
That is why we have shops, my lord, so that they can make profit from selling clothes.
So baba ngeke bedayisa impahla A1.
They could not have just sold or sell one clothes or item of clothes.
Now, in summary of what you've just said now, how would you summarize what you've just said now, vis-a-vis the fact that Brigadier Gilinda, by virtue of those clothes that you were wearing on that day, then the witnesses are saying this, the intruder who wear a firearm was wearing beige or brownish clothes. So what can you then summarize that?
Manje kafitshane nje noma ke mangafinqa kancane nje ungathini ke ngaloko kushiwo ofakazi ukuthi umuntu wangena wayegqoka impahla ezithize noGilinda naye ebeka ukuthi ke lo muntu wafika lapha yana bekagqoka zona impahla lezi ezikhaki.
Hayi abantu abasendleni bakhuluma umuntu abambona hayi mina.
My lord, the people that were in the house spoke about somebody that they saw on that day, but that person is not me.
Thank you, Mr. Mncube. As I've said, we'll come and deal with later on with the photo album of the pictures that were downloaded from us.
Uthi ke ummeli ke uyabonga kakhulu kodwa ke futhi nje bashilo ukuthi nithazophinde futhi nibuyele emuva nizokhuluma ke nayo album le yezithombe.
Now, there is also Ms. Zandi Kumalo's affidavit that was handed in as an exhibit here. That was exhibit P2.
Khona futhi ke enye affidavit ke eyayenza ke uyena ke uMs Zandi Khumalo le yafakwa njengobufakazi la enkantolo ke yayibizwa ukuthi ke exhibit P2.
This statement was taken from her on the 6th of November 2014.
Lesi statement ke wasenza ke mhla ka 6 November ngo2014.
That should almost be like 10 days after the incident, from 26 October 2014 to 6 November 2014 is 10 days, not so?
Statement lesike singasho ukuthi ezeke emva kwensuku eziyishumi kwenzekile konke lokho ngoma obheka suka la 26 October ngo2014 kuze ku6 ka November 2014 lokho ke ngahle kube u10 days kunjani?
Plus minus, actually 14 days. I think it's 14 days.
Uthi umeli ke ngaba 14 days.
Not so?
Kunjani?
Kulapho nje 10 days 11 days.
Around the 10 days 11 days somewhere there.
Yeah, now this is how again she describes the suspects that got into that got into their house that she saw as a witness who was there. On paragraph 16, she states the following.
Uyachaza ke umzandi Khumalo ke lapho paragraph 16 ke enike incazelo yalabantu laba ke abangena ngalolu siku incazelo yakhe le landelayo ithini.
The two suspects that came into my house were unknown to me.
Uthi ke abasolwa lababili abangena ke emzini wami ke bekwabantu engabazi.
The first suspect I'm referring to had dreadlocks, dark in complexion, had no marks on the face.
Oqala ke umsola ke lonku engimchazayo manje ke unama dreadlocks futhi ke ubemnyama futhi ke anganayo imigcabo ebusweni.
Had a glowy, shiny skin,
Unobuso nje phela obucwebezelayo nje.
cheekbone and facial contours.
What is that, Mr. Minister?
Right. I think these contours is what Mr. Twala referred to as Khomo. I don't know what is Khomo. Maybe Advocate Mshololo can assist us because I think this is a pure Zulu with Mr. Ngumalo. May I request an indulgence because we want to assist the court again what are contours. But Mr. Twala said, is it Khomo?
Umzana uthwala ke uyethi makatolika legama le contours what is Khomo.
I wonder if Advocate Ngumalo or Advocate Mshololo can assist us. Thank you for the indulgence, madam. I'm told that these facial contours are these cheekbones here. I'm told it refers to these cheekbones here. And when they say a person has got contours, it means he had these very big cheekbones, these things here. He does not have handsome one, but very high, like as in they are.
Uthi ke utshela umzana ukuthi ke yini ke ama cheekbones isikhomo la lethambuleleli la futhi ukuthi lo muntu but lezinkulu ke isikhomo zakhe.
Those are facial contours. I was assisting the sister.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. And had a round face shape with big eyes.
Futhi ubuso bakhe nje phela bo round futhi namehla amakhulu.
He was average in height.
Ubelingene nje ngobude.
Now in paragraph 17, he was wearing a beige, brown, bronze. Yes, he was wearing a beige, brown, bronze. I did not see the material of the in bracket jacket. In other words, I did not see the material of the jacket.
Futhi ke lo muntu lo ke ubegqoke ke ijacket ke engaba umbala ke ubeige noma brown noma bronze noma ke ngingayazi imaterial enzwe ele jacket lo lebekagqokile.
Now the second suspect was tall,
Owesibili ke yena ubemude
skinny,
unomzimba nje omncane
and lighter in complexion than the first suspect.
ekhanya ke kudlula lo uqala.
The first suspect was wearing black and brown small Scotch hat.
Oqala ke ubegqoke umsolo xa ubegqoke ke ilona isigqoko ke singaba mnyama nobu brown.
The hat was later found in the kitchen
Leso sigqoko ke satholakala ke ekitchen
and was handed over to the police.
sanikezelwa ke amaphoyiseni.
Thank you. That is the description here of Zandile Khumalo.
Iyona ke incazelo ke eyanikezwa uMzandile Khumalo echaza ke lawo bantu abangena.
Were you following as I was describing these suspect.
Ngokulandela ngale nkathi ke ngikunikeza incazelo abayinikezele lo fakazi.
Yebo ngiyalandela.
Yes.
Do you have any comment, Mr. Ncube?
Khona ke mhlawumbe ufuna ukusho kulokho.
Ayi umuntu abambona lo endlini ayi mina.
That is the person that they saw in their house, which is not me.
Angikho mnyama.
I am not dark in complexion
Anginayiqhomo mina.
and I don't have facial contours
Azange ngigqoke isigqoko esinesikoshi.
and I never wore a hat that is a scotch
Wakhuma la zangiye futhi.
and I've never went to the resident of the Kumalos.
Thank you. Now, what do you say about the fact that Mr. Zandile described the second suspect as even more lighter than the first suspect? In other words, if according to Brigadier Kininda, the first suspect with a firearm was you, then the suspect must have been more lighter than what you appeared there, not so?
Manje ke uthini kuloko abakushoyo ukuthi ke loya ke oqala ke umsolwa ke ubekhanya ke the first was lighter than the second.
According to according to this statement, according to the description of Mrs. Andiles of the second suspect, she says the second suspect was more lighter than the first suspect.
Ngokuya ke ngestatement esikazani lo Khumalo uye wathi ke umsolwa lo wesibili ubekhanya ukudlula lo wokuqala.
Now, Brigadier Kininda says the first suspect was you.
Manje ke uBrigadier Gininda uthi ke umsolwa ke kokuqala wena.
Would that then not mean that the second suspect, who according to Zandi was lighter than the first suspect, should have been more lighter than how you appear now? In other words, you should be more than how you appear now, more lighter than how you appear now.
Manje kuba ngabe lenkulumo le yona ke akusho lokho akusho ukuthi manje ke lo muntu oqala ke ukuthi ubekhanya ukudlula ngendlela wena ukhanya ngayo.
Does that not mean that?
Ungasho lokho mhlawumbe.
When you follow the analogy, the analogy of the description.
Mawulandela ngendlela ke indlela ke bechaza ngayo ke umsolwa lo lo Gininda to wena.
Ukube kwacaca ukuthi umuntu wangena kuqala wayemnyama owalandela waye light.
Yes.
He did mention that the first person that entered was dark in complexion, followed by the one who was light in complexion.
Yes.
Ngabantu bangela ecourt no I choose was about 5. Angazi ukuthi ukucabanga kwami ngicanti yimi ngimhlophe ubadlula bonke.
And I think as we are before the court with the other co-accused, according to my own observation, I think I'm the one who's lighter than all of them.
Nalaba futhi abayi2 uMaphisa noNtuli abantu abamhlophe.
And we also have Mapisa and Tuli who are also light in complexion.
Ngokuya kaGininda yena uthi mina ngangena endlini noNtanzi ngokuya kwakhe uGininda.
Yes.
According to Brigadier Gininda's statement, he said, I entered the premises with Ntanzi.
uNtanzi mangibhekile akayeli nokuba light in complexion.
And looking at Ntanzi, he does not even come closer to be a light, to have come closer to be light complexion.
Ngimhlophe kakhulu kuNtanzi.
I'm lighter than Ntanzi.
So ingakho ngithi abantu abasendlini bayabona lo muntu abambona omnyama bona.
That is why I'm saying to the court, the persons that were in the house, they saw the person that they saw who was dark in complexion, which was not myself.
Thank you. Now you'd further remember that Brigadier Gininda said that in terms of his investigation, in terms of the team's investigation, the first suspect, who he says is you, had a golden teeth in his yes, had a golden teeth. It does not specify in which jaw, the lower or the upper jaw. It just doesn't specify. Only speaks of a golden teeth.
Manje ke ngokuya ke ngo Brigadier Gininda owachaza la enkantolo wathi ke ilungu lakhe leli ke lenza ke uphenyo kuthiwa ke umsolwa wokuqala lokhu wena ke ube negolide ke emazinyweni noma angazange achaze ukuthi emazinyweni angaphansi noma emazinyweni angaphezulu.
Did you hear him saying that, or I'm just imagining versions?
Umzwile ke uGininda esho lokho noma ngiyazicabangela nje ukuthi ke ukushilo lokho la enkantolo.
Angimzwile.
I heard him saying that.
Thank you. Now, on paragraph 18 of Ms. Zandile Khumalo's statement, this is what she says.
Manje ke mase siqhubekela phambili ke sibheka ke manje statements ka ke uMzandile Khumalo paragraph 18 usho uthi lokho kulandelayo.
I did not see the gold tooth in any of the suspects' mouth.
Uthi ke uZandile ke cha mina ngizange ngize ngibone ke izinyo legolide ke kulabasola ke lawa.
And he continues to say other things.
Base qhubeka ke asho ke okunye futhi.
Now, Brigadier Gininda says, according to the witnesses who were in the house, the suspect had a firearm, had a golden tip
Manje
in one of
ke
his jaws, or in the, yes, a golden tip.
manje ke uBrigadier Gininda yena uthi ke kulabasola laba abangene endlini lo ke ubephethe isibhamu ngalo suku lo ke ube nezinyo legolide emlomeni.
Now, in view of what Zandile is just saying here, Ms. Khumalo Zandile is just saying here, which she said almost 10 to 14 days after this incident, that she never saw any of the suspect with the golden teeth. What do you say on that?
Manje ke uma sobheka ke lokho kushiyo yena ke uMrs Zandile Khumalo uma ethi yena ke ngoba statement sakhe wasenza ke insuku ezingaba 10 noma ke 14 ngalenkathi ethi ke yena akazange ke azabone ke izinyo legolide kulawa basola abangena.
Uzanda ukhuluma ngento ayibonayo.
Zandile spoke about something that she saw.
Yes.
So uGininda ukhuluma ngento ayengekho kuyo kodwa ukhuluma njengathi yena wayekhona.
And Gininda is talking about something that he was not even involved in, but giving the impression as if he was there, he saw it all.
Ngoba izinto eziningi ezikhulunywa lesi statement zehlukile kulokho engiyikho mina.
Because most of the things that are being referred to in the statement are completely different from what I am.
Kodwa uGininda wakhetha lesi statement ungahambisani nezinto ezikhona kuso yena ezekimi.
And then Mr. Gininda just chose not to follow what is in that statement and chose just to come to me.
So mina angazi lutho ngakho konke lokho.
So I know nothing about all this.
Mrs. Zandile Khumalo also says here that the first suspect was wearing a black and brown small Scotch hat, which was later found in the kitchen and was then handed over to the police.
Miss Zandile Khumalo uyaqhubeka futhi uthi ke lo munye ke umsola lo bekaphethe isibhamu ke ubefake ke isigqoko ke singaba black and brown sinama scotch futhi lesigqoko lesike satholakala ke ekitchen.
Now, we dealt with this in our prelude, in our introduction.
Sikhulumile ngakho lokho okwesigqoko ngalenkathi ke siqala ke inkulumo yethu.
Do you have anything to say?
Khona mhlawumbe ufuna ukusho kodwa kulokho.
On the fact that Zandile said that the first suspect had a hat that was later found in the kitchen and it was handed over to the police.
Kulokho ke akushoyo ke uMzandile Khumalo ukuthi ke umsola lokuqala ubegqoke isigqoko lesi ke satholakala lapha ekitchen.
Ngoba isatholakala isigqoko sasingaqokiwe yimi.
Yes, even though the hat was found, but I was not the one that was wearing that particular hat.
Lokho kuhambisana nelokhu zamaphepha ngifundele wona ekseni ukuthi kwaphuma iDNA ethini.
And that corresponds with the documents that you read to me in the morning the result that we're talking about the results of the DNA test.
Lesi sigqoko athi yena sahanjiswa emaphoyiseni.
referring to this hat, which she said was taken to the police.
Let us try to be very specific about the DNA. In your understanding, what did the results of the DNA say?
Manje ke masikhulume ke ngale DNA ngokuya ngawe ke imiphumela ye DNA yathini?
athi abukho ubufakazi obuhlangana ukuthi ngathi yimi.
The DNA said there's no evidence that connects me to that's me.
Thank you. In other words, the DNA results excluded you from being the person who was wearing it on that day in question.
Ngamanye amagama i-DNA yakususa wena ukuthi wena umuntu ogqokile isigqoko leso ngalolo suku.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. That was the description of Mrs. Angeles Khumalo's of the suspects who got into the house.
Bekuyona incazelo ke le ngifundele yona ke eyakhishwa ke yona uMzandile Khumalo ekhuluma ke ngaba basola ke laba abangena endlini ke ngalolo suku.
Now, the purpose of this exercise is just to try and understand the background why Brigadier Kininda is saying that the person who the witnesses say had a firearm in his possession, he got into the house and demanded money and he was wearing a hat, it was actually you.
Isizathu salokhu konke ke esikwenzayo manje ukuthi ke sikwazi ukuthola ukuthi ke yini ke engenza ke uBrigadier Kininda ethi ke umuntu ke lo wangena endlini ngalosuku lo lephethe isibhamu efuna futhi nemali kulawo bantu ke bekuwena.
Do you understand?
Uyezwa lapho?
Angiyazi.
Yes, I do.
Yes. Thank you. Now, there are those other witnesses. I'm looking at one of my documents here. I think I left it at the office, but nonetheless, we can proceed with the following. There are those other witnesses who were also in the house, who also gave a description of the perpetrators, which the state, in the exercise of their discretion, decided not to call them.
Manje ke khona futhi ke abanye ofakazi ebebekhona nabo lapha endlini ngalosuku lolo nabo abanikeza ke incazelo yabantu abangena endlini noma ke umbuso ke uye wakhetha ukuthi labo ofakazi labo ke ungababizi bazenkolo bazothola ufakazi.
They were very key in describing how those how those intruders who got into the house looked like, which is normally a process that will assist the investigation.
Futhi ke labo ofakazi labo bangazange babizwe ke nabo ofakazi ababaluleke kakhulu abanikeze incazelo ukuthi ke labo bantu laba noma ke abangenele labo ke bangena njani endlini ke lo ofakazi babo futhi ke ofakazi kakhulukazi obusizayo abantu ke noma amaphoyisa ke aphenyayo ngicala.
Now, do you still recall as per the evidence how many other people were in the house?
Manje wena ke usakhumbula ukuthi ke ngufakazi ke lobu obuwathula la enkantolo ke kwathwa ke bekunabantu abangaki lapha endlini?
Ngingasakhumbuli kahle kodwa 6 or 7 ngisakhumbula.
I cannot recall, but maybe estimated about 6 people that entered, 6 or 7 people.
Thank you. Mr. Ngube, just to check up your memory, for you to flow with what we're doing here, can you please try to mention them according to the testimony that you had as you were seated there?
Mzansi Ncube ukuthi mhlambe sizama ukuthi ke senze umqondo ukukhumbule ungakhona mhlambe ke ukuthi usibizele ke ngokuya ngofaka ngendlela ababizwe ngayo la enkantolo ngale nkathi nawo hlezi lapha eboxini manje kubebizwa bezithula ufakazi abapho abakhumbulayo ababizwa la enkantolo.
Bathi kwakhona uKelly Khumalo.
Kelly Khumalo,
Zandile Khumalo.
Zandile Khumalo,
Gladness Khumalo.
Gladness Khumalo,
Thozi Sentwala.
Mthokoziseni Thwala,
Tumelo Madlala,
Tumelo Madlala,
Longwe Twala,
Longwe Thwala,
Senzo Meyo.
and Senzo Meyu.
Thank you. That is how I record the evidence as well.
Futhi komeli ke naye ke indlela kungakhona yibo ke labantu bebakhona ngaphakathi endlini.
Thank you. Now, I've said the state, in the exercise of the discretion, chose to call only 3 witnesses, Mr. Madlala, Mr. Twala, not Longwe, and Mrs. Zandile Kumalo.
Umbuso ke nawo ke ngokwazi kwabo bayababiza ke ufakazi ke abathathu ke ukuMadlala uThwala futhi noKhumalo.
Now, this is how Longwe Sidney Twala in Exhibit WWW3. Now, WW3 described the intruders.
Manje ke nayi ke indlela lapho ke umnumzane ke uLongwe Sidney Thwala kule exhibit ke WW3 nayi indlela ke lapho enikeza incazelo yabangeneleli.
Now, I will not go into reading his whole statement again. I'll just go to the relevant portion.
Anyeke ke ngize ngifinde ke sonke statement futhi ke ngizala kule ndawo le engifuna ukuthi ke sibheke yona.
Now, in paragraph 5, this is what Longwe says. In paragraph 5 of his statement that was taken on 25 November 2015.
Lapha ku paragraph 5 ke statement sakhe uThwala esathathwa ngomhla ka 25 November ngo 2016 uthi
This is what he says.
Longwe Twala,
which Longwe Thwala, because there are two.
Yeah, I'm referring to Longwe Sidney Twala,
Longwe Sidney Thwala. Sikhuluma ngoLongwe Sidney Thwala.
not Mthokozisi Twala.
Asikhulumi ngomthokozisi Thwala. Okay.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes, sis.
Thank you.
Yes, I do.
In paragraph 8, he says the following. They all started cracking jokes and we all laughed.
Uthi ke baya baqala ke kwaba khona imihlaya yenza ebakhona sasisilokhu sihlekela nje sonke khona lapho.
Just as Kelly was about to tell the joke, I noticed the 2 black guys.
Lapho ke ulona uKelly ke esathi usinikeza ihlaya ngase ngibona ke amadoda amabili amnyama.
One tall, light in complexion,
Oyedwa khona ke emude futhi ke ekhanya.
and the one with dreadlocks was short and dark in complexion.
Futhi ke lo ke nama dreadlocks ke ubemfishane futhi emnyama ke umbala.
He was wearing a khaki jacket.
Ubegqoke ke ijacket ekhaki.
The first guy went towards Kelly with a shorter one following him.
Umlisa ke lo qala ke uye waya kuKelly lo munye komfishane ke emlandela.
The one with the dreadlocks cocked or breached a firearm and demanded the cell phones and money in isiZulu.
Lo munye ke lo ma dreadlocks ke uye wakhokha isibhamu ke wase efuna ke nkani ke imali nama cellphone ke khuma ke ngasisizulu.
There was a struggle between Kelly and the other guy on the door to open.
Ke kwaba khona ke ulusana ke naye uKelly phakathi kwaKelly nalomunye ke lo beyasemnyango ukuvula.
I stood up and tried to rush for the guy with the firearm
ngiye ngasukuma ke ngizama ukuthi ke ngilande ke lo mlisa lo bephethe isibhamu
and not knowing that he will shoot me.
noma ngenalo ke bengenalo ulwazi lokuthi ke angahla ngidubule
And I got a chance to escape through the kitchen door.
ngiye ngathola ke ithuba lokuthi ke ngabaleka ngawo umnyango wasekitchen
Thank you. Let us pause it there.
masime khona lapho.
Now, did you hear how Longo describes the suspect or the intruder who had a firearm?
Uzwile ke ngendlela ke ulonge ke echaza ngakhona ke abangeneleli labo baphethe nesibhamu ngalolo suku.
Yebo.
Yes.
He says here, the one with the dreadlocks was short and dark in complexion.
Uthi ke ulonge ke lo ube nama dreadlocks ke okoqala ke ubemfishane futhi ke emnyama ngokuba
And he was wearing a khaki jacket.
futhi ke ubegqoke ke ijacket ke okhaki.
Did you get that?
Ukuzwile lokho?
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you.
Do you have any comment?
Khona mhlawumbe ufuna ukusho kulokho.
Ulongo ukhuluma ngomuntu ambona.
Longwe, my lord, is talking about the person that he saw,
Yes.
Longo esimina.
and that person which is not myself.
Ngoba kwakuyimo ezothi kungene umuntu olight in complexion.
Because if it was myself, he would have said a light in complexion person entered.
Wangeke nje ayenze leyo nto ukuthi angathi umuntu mnyama kodwa bembone emhlophe.
He would not have said somebody is dark whilst he saw that the person was light in complexion.
So, in terms of that explanation that you gave now, would you say that this description by this person by one of this person who was in the house fits the narrative that was advanced by Brigadier Gininda here at court?
Ungasho ukuthi ke le ncazelo enikezwe lo muntu lo beyakhona lapha endlini ke iyafana ke noma iyahambisana le ebekwe uyena uBrigadier Gininda.
Ngicabanga ukuthi umuntu osuke ebona into yenzeka yena umuntu oba nolwazi olukhulu okwedlula omunye umuntu osuke ngekho.
I think a person who saw something happening will have more knowledge than the one who was not there when the incident happens.
So la lezi statement ezifundiwe zithuba khulunywa ngomunye umuntu.
In both the statement that were read before the court, they are referring to somebody else.
But uGininda ukhethene ukuza kimi.
But now Gininda just chose to come to me.
Ongesiwe lokhulunywa ngayitatementini.
And me, I'm not the one that they are talking about in those statements.
And nama features angafani nalo muntu okhulunywa ngayitatementini.
And also, I have different features from the ones that is described in the statement.
Thank you, Mr. Mncube. You heard the description of Mrs. Zandi Khumalo of the person who had a firearm, not so?
Angithi uyayizwa ke incazelo yakhe uZandi Khumalo ke ngale nkathi ekhuluma ngomuntu lo bephethe isibhamu ngalo lo suku.
Yeah.
Yes.
Would you say there is consistency in terms of the description of this perpetrator who had a firearm, when you listen to how Mrs. Zandi Khumalo describes him and how Longetwala describes him?
Ungathi ke kuyahambisana ke kuloko kushiwo uyena ke uthwala naloko kushiwo uyena ke umsikhumalo malana nalo muntu abakhuma ngaye lo phethe isibhamu.
Khambisana kakhulu ngoba naye ukhuluma ngomuntu omnyama nalokho umuntu omnyama.
Both of them are referring to a black person.
Ngokwami kubona khambisana.
According to me, it's the same.
And is it correct that these are witnesses who were in the house when allegedly these two people got into the house?
Nokuthi futhi ke laba bantu ababili ke ofakazi laba bebekhona bobabili endlini ngale nkathi ke labangeneleli bengena lapha endlini.
Yeah, babayibonela ngamehla.
Yes, witnesses that saw with their own eyes.
Thank you. Now, I've I've said to you that the court is it's a free place. Do you still remember that?
Usakhumbula ke engakutshela khona ukuthi inkantolo ke indawo ke la umele ukuthi ukhululeke khona indawo ikhululekile.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Now Brigadier Kininda says, according to the witnesses who were in the house, the how you are now fits the description as it got from the witnesses who were in the house. Would you agree with that?
Manje ke yakuvumela lokho okusho uBrigadier Kininda ethi ke ngokuya ngofakazi laba basendlini ke kuyahambisana nalencazelo kuyahambisana nalencazelo ke wena bachaza wena ke labo bantu lapha yakuvuma lokho ukuthi lokho okuthola kulobo bafakazi abalapha endlini.
Awukenenda nje uthuka abazali bami kahle kahle.
No, Kininda actually, my lord, is just insulting my parents.
Ngoba abazali bami bazala omunye umuntu yena uchaza omunye umuntu ngami.
Because my parents gave birth to somebody else whilst he gave an explanation of somebody different.
Azange abazali bami bazala umuntu odark, bazala umuntu light in complexion.
My parents never gave birth to a dark person, they gave birth to a light complexion person.
Thank you, but did I understand, Mr. Mnube? Well said. But would you then agree with Brigadier Kininda that the description that these witnesses have just given here, that which we have dealt with, accords with the description which formed the basis why he says the person who had a firearm who got into the house, it was you?
Uyavumelana ke nalokho Kininda kushoyo ukuthi ke incazelo la inikeze ayinikeza la inkantolo ethi uyinikeza abantu basendlini ihambisana ke naloko akwenzile ukuthi lo muntu lo abamchazayo wena.
Izinto ezimbili ezihlukene.
Those are two different things, my lord.
Ukenenda ukhuluma wakhe.
Kininda is saying his own thing,
Not ekuthathe edamenteni zabantu basendlini.
not from the statement of those people who were in the house.
So akufani.
So it's not the same.
Thank you. Now, there's again something that I'm noting in this description here, which I feel it's only fair that you should also comment on. And it is similar to that one which we dealt with earlier on, when we dealt with the description that was given by Mrs. Zandile Khumalo on the second suspect.
Kukhona futhi okunye engikubonayo la futhi engathanda mhlawumbe ukuthi ungaphendula kubona incazelo ke leke ebayinikeza ke nayo uZandile Khumalo le ngalenkathi echaza ke ama suspects la angena endlini.
Thank you. If you have got a comment, you will comment. If you don't have a comment, just say, no, I can't comment. But this is what is happening. Now, Longwetwala says, I noticed the two black guys, one tall, light in complexion, and the other one with dreadlocks, was short and dark in complexion, and he was wearing a khaki jacket. But I want us to concentrate on the description of the tall suspect. He says here, one was tall, light in complexion.
Ngithanda ukuthi mhlambe uPaul kuloko ke uma ngabe mhlambe unayo ngakhona ukuphawula ungaphawula uma ngeke uzikwazi ukuphawula nakhona okulungile ke kodwa ngifuna sibheke lencazelo ke labantu ababili le abangena ke uLongwetwala wathi ke wabona abantu amadoda amabili abantu abamnyama omunye emude futhi ke ekhanya ngombala kube khona futhi omunye wesibili wama dreadlocks umfishane futhi ke umnyama ngokwebala futhi ugqoke khaki kodwa uthumeli ke ngifuna sibheke lo oqala ke lokhulunywa ngayo lokuthi umude futhi uyakhanya futhi ngombala.
Now, according to the narrative that Brigadier Kininda gave here at court, is that the person who had a firearm was you, and The other person who was not in possession of the firearm was Mr. Ntanzi.
Manje masiya ke ngale nkulumo ke uGininda ke isithombe ke asibekele sona ke uthi ke lo mlisa ko lo bekaphethe isibhamu ngalosuku lelo bekuwena lo munye ke wesibili lo bengaphathene isibhamu ke bekumnumzana Ntanzi.
Do you understand?
Uyezwa lokho?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, Mrs. Zandile Khumalo, as we did with the statement earlier on, also gave the description of that tall suspect as having a light complexion. Do you still remember that?
Manje futhi sakhumbula ke uZandile Khumalo naye ke wasinikeza incazelo ke walowo mlisi omude ke kodwa ke nawathi ke loya omude ubekhanya ke ngombani. Usakhumbula esho lokho? Yes, I still recall that.
And I even said to you, in view of Brigadier Gininda's narrative, that the tall suspect was even lighter than the short one, who was you, then the second suspect, who, according to Brigadier Gininda's narrative, must have been Ntanzi, should even be more lighter than how you appear now. Do you still remember that?
Usakhumbula ke ngale nkulumo engibekela yona ukuthi ke ngale nkathi uGininda ethi ke lo munye ke omude ke ubekhanya wathi ke omunye owesibili naye ubenjani ngombala ukhumula ngaze ngathi kube ke uma ngabe kunjalo ke shothi ke lo omunye ke lo oqala ke befuneka bemhlophe ukudlula wena akhanya kakhulu ukudlula wena. Usakhumbula ngibekela lokho?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, with that understanding in mind, do you have any comment?
Manje kulokho ke engibekele khona mhlambe ungathanda ukuphawula khona.
Ekuphambene kakhulu ngoba mina ngimhlophe wena uNtanzi mnyama ngokwebala.
It's different, my lord, because I am light in complexion and Mr. Ntanzi is darker in complexion.
Enina ngimfishane uNtanzi mude ngomzimba.
And I am short, Ntanzi is tall.
Thank you. Now, sometimes people will say black is beautiful.
I think ngesikhathi abantwana ukusho ukuthi ke abantu abansundu bahle.
Yeah.
Yes.
You also subscribe to that, not so black is beautiful.
Nawe ke yavumelana lokuthi ke black is beautiful.
Ngiyavuma.
Yes.
Thank you. No, let me tell you, this is not offensive. When they say black is beautiful, they don't mean in a color. They mean being an African. That's beautiful.
Uma bekhuluma ke ngakho ukuthi ke black is beautiful abasho ngombala womuntu ke basho ukuthi ngabantu ke abansundu abayisizukulu abantu abansundu.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think you now understand what is normally meant when they say black is beautiful, not so.
Ngiyacabanga ukuthi manje suyaqonda ukuthi basho ukuthini mabathi ke black is beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes.
They don't necessarily refer to a color, but the origin of human being, Homo sapiens.
Kodwa abakhulumi ngombala nje umuntu bakhuluma ke ngabantu ke bona abamnyama nje. Ngenzalo.
Thank you, Mr. Ncube. That was just but the description of Mr. Twala as
Mr. Twala.
As he gave it to the police, being one of the witnesses who were in the house.
Yona ke incazelo ke yanikezwa yanikezelwa yena umthethwalo ngale nkathi ke nikezwa ke amaphoyisa ke njengomuntu ke ube khona ke endlini ngalolu suku.
Just a second. Thank you. That was just by the description of Mr. Twala. Longwe Twala of the two suspects that actually got into the house.
iyona ke incazelo le yanikezelwa uyanilo ngethwalo echaza ke bona abantu ababili ke kwabangenelile abangena ke endlini ngalolo suku.
Thank you. Now I realize that the energy levels are getting a little bit down. And I don't want you to confront me later on and say, but Mr. Mnisi, I could see that you were getting a little bit, your energy level were getting a little bit down, but you proceeded. You never requested the court to say, my lord, can we please have an adjournment so we go and recuperate and then we'll come tomorrow. Do you understand?
Yeza ke mzala uthi umzana uMnisi ke uyazizwa ukuthi emzimbeni ukuthi hayi cha nomkhathalo nawe ke sokhona akafuni ukuthi mase sifika isikhathi uthi kuyena kodwa Mnisi nawe ke wazizwa ukuthi manje ngathi ukhathele kodwa za ucela inkantolo ukuthi abe sophumula kancane sikwazi ukuthola amandla amasha akusasa.
With that, my lord, I realize that it is almost 5 minutes past 3, and indeed the energy levels are getting a little bit down. I want to start with a new topic tomorrow. I would request that we adjourn at this point in time, if there's no objection from my colleagues, my lord, so that I go and put my ducks in a row as well for a new topic for tomorrow, my lord.
Yes, any objection?
None, my lord.
Sorry, are you available tomorrow, ma'am?
No, my lord, I'm not here tomorrow.
Who is here tomorrow?
I'm not sure who the office will send tomorrow.
Where are you stationed?
I'm stationed here in Pretoria.
So, why are you not available? You're in Pretoria, we're in Pretoria.
Yes, my lord, I've already taken leave for tomorrow and Wednesday.
Leave?
Yes.
What is leave? I don't understand English.
It's a day off.
Just like that.
I've planned for it weeks before now.
So you don't know who's going to assist you tomorrow?
But we have colleagues in the office, so somebody will be here tomorrow.
Okay, fine. In South Africa, it's fashionable to take leave, sick leave.
No,
When
it's
you
not
think
sick leave.
evidence is going to be tough,
It's annual
you
leave.
get
my lord.
sick.
It's annual leave, my lord. It's not sick.
Okay. Yeah, tomorrow then.